this empty town. We're searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware.
It's time to go to the RSD show.
Your team is banned.
It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you
Minotaur will finish off what was left undone.
the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
Your team is picking.
Hope will find a way, even when all is forlorn.
You meant the world to me.
My mission is to protect lives.
You meant the world to me. My darling,
I am the devourer of stars, the tide of the cosmic sea.
like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the street.
Follow my rhythm.
Your team is picking.
Prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through.
Let them play the hero. I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
Me hope for us, because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me.
Still waters run deep.
Your team is banned.
Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Let's go. Your team is picking.
Oh, you meant the world to me.
Chivalry is dead, and I
Your
will
team is
revive it.
picking.
No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
杉崎野原喜べ男子こう一点よ
Valor and royalty in a dead body.
Hey yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the Summer Invitation Swiss Knockout stage. And today we're gonna have another, I think the final set of Best of 1 series if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna be seeing RGV versus Realm of Kings, which is right now Psychedelic versus Xenagogue, which is next up, and Rei Zero versus Hydra in the third match. So far we do have the draft for match 1, and I say it's going to be really interesting to see how these matchups play out. Firstly, we have the Clint versus the Melissa in the gold lane. We have the Leomord versus Alpha in the jungle. The Zask versus Vixana. In the mid lane. And Terizla versus Yuzong in the EXP lane. Lolita versus Hylos in terms of roaming. If you want my expert opinion, I would say, I mean obviously it comes down to how you play the draft, right? Okay, just give me 1 second.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
Alright, I'm back. Anyways, yeah, so I mean, I like the Vixana pick here. There's a lot of, how can I say, like stationary kind of heroes. There'll be, of course, the Zask, the Melissa, the Lolita as well. Use the Eternal Guard to kind of disrupt that aluminum blast, and it won't, charge as long as the player would want it to. And here we have Yuzong right now. He should be quite fine since he got that spell vamp, but still needs to be careful. Leomord is on his way, might be able to get the kill with the steed. Alright, there'll be first blood going over to RGV. Not seen the Gushin today, it seems. Lolita pushed into a corner, has to flicker out. That should be quite fine. And Nosferatu is putting some pressure on Apex. Apex flickers out, Eternal Guard gonna drop onto 2, whereas Nosferatu gonna get the turtle, penalty zone onto Hylos. Nosferatu gets taken out. Vortex is still in danger, manages to dodge that by Haley Shrine. Might get taken out by the Silos. And Storm, hey, gets away. Aegon, the Vixana, overstaying the welcome, gambling with his life right there. In the bottom lane, Amir taking a lot of damage from this Melissa equipped with the Inspire. Has to be quite careful. Realm of Kings, not seeing the level of gameplay that they showed us yesterday against the Dark Stars. In the bottom lane, Melissa gets taken out. Aluminum Blast gonna drop off though. Victor. He doesn't want to commit. Alright, I think I'm back right here. Eternal Guard gonna drop off onto this Zask. He doesn't have the chance to use his Nightmaric Spawn, doesn't have the Purify for some reason. Has a Flame Shot, and that's what you get for that spell. Nosferatu in the top lane. In Black Dragon form, trying to do as much damage as he can. Penalty Zone gonna drop down on him as Vortex gonna get taken down. Alpha, as well as Vixana, gonna come for some reinforcements, but it's way too late. Victor escapes with the kill in the middle lane. Storm trying to do as much damage as he can to the middle lane turret. Bit weird since Amir is struggling a bit in his lane. Yo, Amir gets taken out by this Melissa. As I said, she hurts with that Inspire. Turtle looks like it's going over to Victor. As the Apex, he didn't have the facilities to contest that. He was alone right there. Vortex gonna go back to his lane, make sure Terizla doesn't push that down. But in the bottom lane, Stormy gets a kill onto this Melissa. Zask doing a lot of damage onto Apex, but that's about it. There'll be a disengage in the top lane though. Eternal Guard gonna fall. Nosferatu should be quite okay. And Penalty Zone gonna drop down. And Vortex gonna get taken down. As well as the Vixana tried to do a play right there. Unfortunately, I think a bit too late. Yo, Apex, I'm gonna go in. Victor slowed him down. Beta doesn't proc. That's weird. I thought both skills went on him, but yeah, Vector will get her. He can get out nice and safe. Alright, Hylos. Yeah. In the bottom lane though, Amir, he's struggling a lot. Lolita decides, nah, let me try and make the most of this Melissa winning her lane. And Clint, he's suffering right now. If you're looking at the items, I mean, he has the Have to Seize, he has the Endless Battle, but you know, against this team, it looks like he's going to need that Great Dragon Spear, to be honest. Great Dragon Spear, Berserker's Fury. Gonna have to micro his way out as well, because Hylos, he seems to be unreliable this time around. Daily Shrine, gonna use Aluminum Blast, stuns 2, and Vector gonna go in, trying to get a kill onto Storm. Zask claims that kill. Apex gonna fall to this Melissa, and Amir, he's starting to pop off, but he's just a bit too late. Could use a flicker, to be honest, to get that Melissa kill, but I guess he just died to Nosferatu in exchange. Amir needs to be really careful right now. The Lord going over to the side of RGB. You know, as yeah, that's a very weird Melissa boat. Let's have a look at the bulls right here, since nothing's going on. Okay, we have I mean, there's a lot of anti-heal on this team. Literally every single person has anti-heal, but you know, in the top lane, Vortex manages to get a kill on Clint, which is really bad for the side of Realm of Kings right now. Sorry, not Vortex. Wait, where was he? Where was he? I was focusing on the wrong person. Alright, Storm gonna get stunned up here. Uses his ultimate to try and disengage. Aluminum Blast gonna come through. Black Dragon form just to zone members of RGB away. Petrify gonna come through as well as Vortex needs to get out of there. Eternal Guard taking most of the aggro. Yeah, yo guys, honestly I wasn't even looking at my screen. Someone tell me where Amir died because I thought it was top lane. And then I was like, yo, Leo mode wasn't even there. So alright, I was saying earlier, yeah, everybody got anti-heal on the side of RGB. Really don't like the sustain. Oh, sorry about that. Yo, Haley's trying, looking for an opportunity to use Aluminum Blast. It does have, but doesn't have the follow-up. Of course, the ideal follow-up would be the penalty zone. Apex gonna miss out his ult. A Storm using that ultimate just to slow down the members of RGB. Vortex in the back line. Yo, Apex with a good ult. Haley Shrine gonna get taken down Leo mode as well. And that will be almost a complete wipe. Just Nosferatu left alive, and that's very good for the side of Realm of Kings. But I'm not sure if they'll be able to still go for this Lord. They can definitely try though. What the heck? Alright, so Realm of Kings are just gonna focus down on pushing as many turrets as they can and, you know, leveling the playing field. Unfortunately, they couldn't go for that Lord. Alright, so now that that's done, both teams, yo, Nosferatu taking a lot of damage from this Clint as the Eternal Guard is going to drop onto 3. Vexana gets locked by Vector, and now Amir targeted as well. He's going to get taken down by the Nightmare Spawn. Vector with the double kill, Zask with the double kill. It's just Botex left alive. A mirror image, like a reflection of what we saw in the previous engage, but Vortex gonna make it out after killing the Leo mode? I mean, Realm of Kings is on the chase, but Vortex, he gets out. But this time around, things a little bit different. Melissa, she can more than, you know, enough take this Lord down alone. Alright. That was a near mess up for Realm of Kings, to be honest. I mean, if you need someone to protect your backline, it needs to be like Hylos, to be honest, because I mean Yuzong, he's built for going in the back line. Alpha built for the front line. So Storm somehow needs to focus on protecting Amir, protecting the Vexana. Haley Shrine manages to dodge the ultimate coming in from this Alpha. No, I think Realm of Kings will comfortably defend, but we still have 2 waves of minions coming through, but should be a-okay. Nothing to kind of trouble Realm of Kings right now. I mean, yes, they down to the inhibitors, but they at least have those inhibitors. They just need to, I mean, they will need to watch out for the top lane. Yeah, the top lane is as good as dead, to be honest. I think it's as good as dead, man. I'm not too much of a fan of this Lolita pick right now against this team composition. It's like, yo, I think she blocks Clint and maybe Vixana's first skill. That's about it. And if I'm not mistaken, the passive doesn't. The passive of what am I saying, man? The passive of Clint doesn't get blocked by the shield. So you could use, to be honest, some other tank. Heck, you could use an Angela right here. Yeah, members of RGV, they're waiting for the Lord to spawn in about 15 or so seconds. I mean, the kills, they almost leveled. Flicker used by Nosferatu right there just before the Lord comes in. That's not really ideal. Still can make it work. Yeah, Storm just gonna go right in. It does have the Vengeance. Gonna use the ultimate as a Vector. Gonna go straight on the back line. Alpha manages to kill off Nosferatu. Storm dies to the Melissa. Now this is just an all-out bloodbath, but Vector does get the Lord. This is an enhanced Lord, I believe, and Zask should die here. Flicker comes in from the Vixana and she claims a kill on the Zask, but I mean, yo, could they potentially end right here? I mean, they have this Lord to deal with, so if they're not careful about that, that could be the end of the game. I think they can at least get an inhibitor right here. Potentially. Unfortunately not. But, I mean, they get a tier 2 turret. Whilst they easily deal with the enhanced Lord coming through. So win for the side of Realm of Kings. No inhibitors will be dying today. And I was just about to comment on the Sky PSL on Clint right there, but he sold it the moment I was gonna speak about it, so that's good on him, as he replaces it with, if I'm not mistaken, the Blade of Despair. Good to see Dominant's eyes. Hey, I think all the builds are pretty much alright. Rich, yeah. Both teams playing it close to the chest right now, but Limod, I think he's gonna go and just steal the red buff, maybe just camp a little bit, but essentially both teams are waiting for the next load to come through. A slow push for the side of RGV in the top lane. Slow push for the side of Realm of Kings in the bottom lane as Votex scouts out Vector. Vector's plan goes to fail. He wanted to go on the back line. Now it's down to less than half HP. Both members going to deal with the accumulated minions on either side of the map, but I think it's going to be better off for the side of Realm of Kings, because that is going to be the far lane pushing in, whereas, you know, the bottom lane easily dealt with. It doesn't take, like, you know, 5 seconds to walk right there and back. And now Votex back again. Yo, I don't think that's even a slow push, to be honest, but you know. Alright. Both teams, they're playing it quite patient. Nobody wants to start up this load. Can clearly see the top lane. The top lane is actually a slow push. Yeah, it is a slow push for the side of Realm of Kings, but it's gonna take quite long to actually, you know, get this side, start pushing in the tier 2 turret. Take maybe 2 minutes or so, and Nosferatu are gonna start up this load once again. Members of Realm of Kings just gonna put some pressure on the lanes. Yo, we're gonna see an engage right here onto Nosferatu. Eternal Guard gonna drop as Amir gets the kill. Vector in the back line gonna fall right here. There's Amir, he does have his damage right now. Votex as well gonna fall to the Melissa. Storm in a lot of danger as well from the Zask. Somehow gets terrified. Flame Shot gonna miss out completely, and now the Zask falls as well. This is gonna be an easy load for the side of Realm of Kings. And then look at this right here. You know, if Realm of Kings had played it a little bit more patiently, look at the damage right here. This would have gone all the way here. RGV would have had to send a member down, I mean top to the top lane, and there would have been a 4v5 situation for the side of Realm of Kings where they could have gotten it without any casualties essentially. But yeah, the Lord, Luminous Lord, gonna push in the middle lane. Eternal Guard gonna drop onto 2, and that will be GG's for the side of Realm of Kings as they turn the tables and take the win. Alright, so unfortunately for the side of RGV, Nosferatu, he didn't play too well this time around. I didn't see any good flicker penalty zones. You know, the penalty zones or so were like very close onto Storm, onto Apex, onto Votex. Should be aiming that back line that Amir and Vexana were together in that back line, you know. I mean, Vector had the right idea to go on them, but unfortunately, you know, 23 minutes in against a late game Vexana, a late game clan, not much you can do, to be honest. Not much you can do. But yeah, good game from both teams. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for the next game that's gonna start in a few minutes. And yeah, so just one announcement to make. We have the mod has notified me that we have a Swiss knockout stage MVP, which is going to be Rick Prime. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Roma of Alpha Zero, so congratulations to Rick Prime. He gets 10,000 Nigerian Naira for that. And anyways, yeah, stay tuned and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to flame. Oh,
Your
some
team
things
is
never
banned.
change, never change. You break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again.
When the body suffers,
Your team is
the
banned.
spirit blooms.
Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption.
Butterflies born by
Your
thy
team
wish,
is banned.
guided by lantern's light. If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean,
I, Minotaur,
Your team
will
Lightning reveals all. Your team is picking.
We are the apocalypse, and a pair that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the night won't scare us.
I see lots of prey.
Your team is banning.
Too great to be landed. Way too great to be
Who said there are no shortcuts in life? I literally invented one.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the Summer Invitation Swiss Knockout stage. We already have the,
Team is picking.
second band phase in. This is going to be Psychedelic versus Xenagogue. The bands coming in from the side of Psychedelic going to be the Benedetta, Minotaur, and the Chup from the side of Xenagogue is the Alpha, the Xborg, and the Zushin. Now, on the side of Psychedelic, we have the Kagura, the Hylos, the Leslie, Julian Jungle, and I'm assuming that's the Gacha in the EXP. On the side of Xenagogue, we have the Terizla, we have the Brody, the Roger Jungle, the Tigreal, as well as the Laui. This is a very dangerous combo that we're dealing with here. The Tigreal as well as the Laui. Let's hope to see some wombo combos, and then we have the Roger to kind of clean up all of that. I'm liking the side of Xenagogue's draft a bit too much right now. As we know, Laui, she does incredible damage against those, tanky heroes, which Psychedelic, they have like 2 of them. So, and then for the side of Xenagogue, we have the Trizla on top of that. Brody might have a bad game this time around, but Gacha is not exactly reliable for jumping on the back line. Well, reliably. Not as much as Trizla or Yuzong for that matter.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
So yeah, let's just see how it goes. You guys let me know who you guys are betting for. For me, try not to be biased, but the draft coming in from Xenagogue is looking too good right now. Oh, there'll be Hylos in the EXP lane. When I fought against it before, it can work, against like a hero like Terizla. A slow hero made even slower. Psychedelic just zoned out from the, the Lethal Wanderer. Tigreal having that big presence in the river right there. Yo, in the top lane, Terizla and Hylos basically going blow for blow. Bottom lane, just 2 marksmen just chilling. Good old gotcha. Gonna get pushed back by Super Salvi. Have the Julian gonna go in. Yo, Roger trying to get a kill onto Hylos, but it is a Hylos, so. Okay, Julian kind of not really what I want to see right now. But yeah, both teams gearing up for this turtle. It's gonna be a reset. Enough time for Terizla to just join in. Yeah, we're gonna see diversion in the bottom. Penalty zone gonna miss out completely. First blood goes over to the Kagura. Roger claims the turtle with the retribution. Exodius, very low HP. The Kagura as well has a flicker out, but that's a Roger. And yeah, that's gonna be a kill. Going over to no respect as well. But in the bottom lane, Bunny claims a kill in the 1v1. So I mean that's that's a full advantage to the side of Xenagogue. Only person to fall to Psychedelic right now is Super Selfie, which is Aroma. Not really a big issue. Super Selfie going over for that. Leslie uses the implosion as well. I mean, you could say it's a waste, but she had to recall being half HP. There's a Brody in that lane as well. Kagura gonna scout out Super Salvi. Which Leslie is not having a good time right now. We're gonna see a gank on the top lane right there. Julian pretty much misses all his skills. Exodius uses a penalty zone in the mid lane. I think that might have been a diversion play as Kagura gets taken out. Yo, implosion with the flicker. Gatokacha gonna miss his ultimate completely. Julian does a lot of damage to the Tigreal. Lightning pounds coming in from this Roger. Not enough damage. And Tata, torn apart memory, is gonna claim the kill on that Gatokacha. So now that's pretty much gonna be an uncontested turtle for the side of Xenagogue. So kill coming in by the Kagura. I think Bunny got a little bit too overexcited. Super Salvi might be looking for a play right there. Or you're just gonna camp for the next 10 seconds until Brody gets into the lane. I mean, some people call it madness, but if you can't see it, it's just genius. Yo, Gatokacha gonna miss out his ult. Like I said, guys, not the most reliable ult in the world. Gonna scout out the Tigreal though. It doesn't have the flicker. And we're gonna see the diversion coming through. Leslie and Gatokacha in serious danger. Tigreal will have his flicker up in a second. The Kagura gonna scout out numbers. Xenagogue, Bunny dies. Implosion gonna come through, gets 2. Flicker gonna be used up by the Leslie as they leave the Gatokacha to his own devices. Julian, for some reason, going over on the Tigreal. And Tata is just free hitting him. Lethal Ignition gonna claim that kill. Roger with the lightning pounce. Gets a kill onto the Leslie. Trying to get a kill on the Kagura. But, you know, can't be too greedy. In the top lane, Exodius winning just barely against the Hylos. I pretty much predicted that. I was just thinking, yo, Flicker with the first kill, but I probably should have called it. Anyways, tier 1 turret in the bottom lane. Gonna fall. Julian, prime example of someone who picked it up 2 hours ago. Diverging play gonna come in once again. Psychedelic don't know, I mean they know now, but Thanos taking a lot of damage. Lightning Pounce gonna come through, claims the kill onto Thanos, Kagura as well. But yeah, this is pretty much a one-sided game for Xenagogue right now. Not much Psychedelic can do. This, I mean, Xenagogue is just all over the map with those diversions. Of course, the good old Kacha not being a reliable source of crowd control as well. Bunny in a lot of danger. Doesn't have the flicker, so he's just gonna fall to Thanos. In top lane though, they get that tier 2 turret. I mean, Bunny in this game, the Brody, I mean, he's not a meta pick, right? You don't see him in MSC, you don't see him at even MWI. So, I mean, his source of damage, it's unlike the Laui, for example. I mean, we saw how Kagura just got exploded right there. Brody, I mean, there's 2 tanks and a Julian. Yeah, very difficult for Brody to compete. At the very least, in the laning phase, Brody is pretty good against the Leslie as well. That's about it. In terms of overall game, literally, here I would low-key put Claude. And Claude, to be honest, you can use in almost any situations. There aren't much really any knockups. I mean, you gotta be careful of the Leslie's second skill, right? Good old Kacha. Yo, I don't know. If it hits you, skill issue, to be honest. And then, of course, have to be careful of the Julian's enhanced knockup, but I haven't seen him use it too much in this game. Xenagogue gonna go over, claim the tier 2 turret, but won't be able to get the inhibitors just yet. Turret passive is still available. Gonna be real patient for this lord. Okay, Lord crashing in to the top lane. Xenagogue trying to get that mid lane inhibitor turret. But they get one, that's pretty good for now. 10 minutes in. Flicker gonna be used up by Bunny to escape from the Godot Catcher's ult. Yo, penalty zone with the flicker gonna come through. Leslie gonna knock him out. It's still gonna claim the kill. Godot Catcher. Yo, we're gonna see a pause. But oh no. Okay, that's the pause, right? Yo, my bad. I was like, yeah, I'm seeing the pause. I can't give the pause right now, because obviously they still fighting, and then I I saw them back away a little bit. I was like, yo, let me give the pause now, and I just see. Nah, my bad, yo. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully it doesn't affect Xenagogue. In fact, the ultimate is gonna. And I mean, yo, we heading back in a few seconds. Let's just see what happens. Alright, gonna come through. The flicker with the implosion should land onto the Hylos. I mean, it was going to land on the Hylos anyways, so. And they still claim the kill. So, yeah. Hopefully, the side of Psychedelic, whatever network issues they did have, is sorted out right now. Alright, but all inhibitors have been pushed down. The enhanced load, yo, okay, we're gonna see another pause. I think for the side of Psychedelic once again. Just take the time to blow my nose. Alright, going over. Yo, guys, yeah, I'm not breaking my keyboard. It's just okay. It's just maybe my keyboard is just loud. I don't know, but or maybe my microphone is just that good. Because legitimately, you could probably hear me drink as well. Let me just do a demonstration. So yeah, I don't know. I think my mic is just too good. If you heard that. But the Lord is going to be started up by the side of Xenagogue right now. It should be pretty much uncontested. as Psychedelic busy doing some wave management. And yeah. You know what I want to see from the Laui? So I've made some plays where Laui just teleports to like outside the map, so you know the enemies can't see it. And yeah, I'd start with a Minotaur ult straight in the middle of 5 enemies. If you guys haven't seen that, just you know you can try it out. But yo, Terizla with the penalties on the implosion as well. They're still waiting for a play. Kagura gonna get taken out. Gato's Kacha, his ultimate actually lands. Thanos dies as well. Tata surviving off the shield, but this is gonna be GG's for the side of Xenagogue as the Lord just destroys the base of Psychedelic.
Victory!
And yeah, that's game 2. And this could have been a bit more, what can I say, one-sided for the side of Xenagogue if they just had probably changed out the Brody pick to something else that could have done reliable damage, that could follow up on the Tigreal, the Terizla as well, you know, the Claude. Yo, I dare to say a Moskov maybe, even. No, Moskov is too close range. Pretty much, you know, Claude, Harrod, whatever. Anyways, big game 2, we're gonna go over and wait for game 3 of tonight, which should happen in just a few minutes, so stay tuned. And yeah.
You're making me stronger, making me stronger.
So cliche, I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. So when you got this whole thing, I like the way you look at me. How about we just go with the flow? Now you know I feel it too. But I don't think this could be something that becomes a thing. Maybe just for tonight, then I'll be over you. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. Oh yeah.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Just begun.
Dicky is my name.
We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung.
For honor!
Kids across the land. Savannah. Savannah. I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a walk, Savannah. I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah.
I see lots of prey.
Let's all take a walk.
We'll finish off
I'm
what was
coming
left
home,
undone.
Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah.
I didn't cure the pain. I harnessed it.
Rise beyond weakness and reignite the star.
Two greatest inventions.
Yo guys, welcome back. This is gonna be game 3 of the best of 1 series. For tonight, it's Hydra versus how do I keep forgetting? Rei Zero, right? The Rei Zero on the left, Hydra on the right. Second band phase is currently underway. So for the side of Hydra is gonna be the Dairoth, the Xborg, as well as the Diggy. And on the left hand side we have the Vexana, the Tigreal, and the carry band. So Rei Zero, they're gonna start off with Tenzo on the Roger Ruler, picking up the Valentina, Ascendant on the Yuzong. On the side of Hydra we have the Minotaur, the Arlot, the Angela, and Kyrie is picking up that Ling, probably.
My blade strikes like a splitting
Your
wind.
team is picking.
Alright, so the Ling is gonna be locked in. I'm just gonna see the 2 heroes coming in from the side of Rei Zero. They do need another front line, and they do need possibly a marksman or a jungler, because remember Roger is a flex pick. Alright, so they lock in the glue and the Hylos, so this looking like a glue in the gold lane. And then waiting for Xenagogue, if I'm not mistaken, that's the gold laner. Yesterday played the Herald, today gonna go for the Claude.
It's our showtime.
That's a good option right there. But yo, good drafts from both teams. We have the Angela on the one team for the Ling, for the Claude as well. Then we basically have an Angela on the other team for the Roger, for the Yuzong, for the Hylos, as you know, can be used on the Hylos as well, I think. Not a terrible option, like could make him more tanky, you know. I wouldn't recommend it if you have the Yuzong and the Roger still alive, but can definitely be viable.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! First blood!
Alright, so I just realized I was muted, and I don't know how long I was muted for, so hopefully I wasn't muted for long. I was saying, that actually I can't even remember what I was saying. Anyways, we're gonna go back into the game right now. See, very weird blazing duets coming in from Xenagogue before the pause. Probably okay, I'm not sure why. Because the Minotaur is on their team, so they don't. I mean, Rei Zero doesn't have the knock up other than Yuzong on that Dragon Tail to cancel the blazing duet. Sagittarius struggling a little bit. But yo, that's why I said, if you want to play Arlott in the EXP, ban out the Yuzong. I mean, you can deal with the Terizla, you can deal with the Khalid, but Yuzong, whole different ball game. Gothic trying to help out the Claude as best as he can, because Claude Xenagogue has already died 2 times to this glue. Okay, in the top lane though, Sagittarius has the hard guard on him. That just means that the hard guard won't be available for this turtle, so Hydra, they're gonna have to be really careful. Okay, Descendants just trying to zone out Kyrie right here. he really can't get through. Yeah, quite unfortunate. If he tried to go for it, he'd just be stunned off the wall and destroyed. Alright, but that's gonna be the second turtle of the game for the side of Rei Zero. And when the goal lead, just about 1.7k, nothing terrible. Claude, he needs to get his items really fast. We have Thunderbelt already built for the Arlott. Berserker's Fury for Ling. Claude speed running the... Yo, why am I not seeing a final slash right here? Okay, hard guard gonna come through. Yuzong taking too much turret damage. Yeah. Minai Fury with the flicker. Arlott gonna get that double kill. And yeah. Rei Zero, they can't be making mistakes like that. Yuzong basically died for free, giving the Arlott 2 kills right there, who already has it on the belt. At some point, he's gonna be a really tanky hero. Then we have in the bottom lane, Claude already has the Demon Hunter sword, looking to get, I'm assuming that's the golden staff right now. Gonna be pumping out that damage soon enough. Now the third turtle gonna be started up by Kyrie, but Rei Zero gonna zone him off of it and just reset the turtle. But at this point, I think they could legitimately contest this. Hard guard gonna go through. Tempest of Blaze gonna come as well. Final slash onto 2. Minoi Fury as well. Now Kyrie trying to get away. He does, but Tenzo is right behind him. Should be fine. Angela in a lot of danger. Probably gonna fall. And yeah, it'll just be Rei Zero coming through They have the stronger draft at the moment. Even without a marksman, Final Slash goes on the minions. Sagittarius trying to sustain as much as he can, but his second skill doesn't reset. And Rei Zero, this Ascendancy gets the tier 1 turret in the top lane. In the bottom lane though, Hard Guard gonna go onto Claude. Could have been a kill, but he decides to back off. Doesn't have the blazing duet at the moment. He's gonna get stunned up by the Hylos. He needs to be really careful right now. Sky Piercer gonna get the kill on him as well as the Angela. Now Minotaur boxed in. Rei Zero, they're gonna claim the kill. Lightning Pounce comes through, just feeding the stacks on the Sky Piercer on this Roger at the moment. Kyrie gonna try and make some pressure in the top lane right there, but Ascendancy is right. He's there to, you know, to relieve it. I just saw a blazing duet on minions right now, so I'm not sure what to think. I was trying to wipe my nose. Here, give me a few seconds. Alright, and now some things happened while I was just, you know, cleaning up my nose, but yeah. Rei Zero, they claim the Lord, just a basic Lord, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Descendants making, you know, good, making for a good decoy in the bottom lane whilst that happened. And yeah, that brings us to the situation that we have right now. All the tier 2 turrets are gone for the side of Hydra. Rei Zero trying to get an inhibitor right now, but this is, yo, this is pretty much as good. Like you know, you can be happy with this. All the tier 2 turrets are cleaned up, because remember, this is just a basic Lord. You have to have, you know, the teams overextending for an inhibitor to fall with the first Lord. So yeah, usually the first Lord, you know, unless the opponents mess up, you're probably not gonna get an inhibitor. Either the opponents mess up, or you just have that far of a goal lead. I mean, to be honest, I do think Rei Zero could have had the mid lane inhibitor go if the Yuzong used the Black Dragon form, if the Hylos used that ultimate of his, just to zone off members of Hydra. Have the Tempers of Blaze come through, as well as the Hard Guard, just to be safe. But Kyrie, he's struggling with no buff at the moment. Yo, Tenzo doing a lot of damage onto Kyrie. And that's just the basic attacks. Just starving him of no creeps. So this is really bad for Hydra. I'm not sure how they're going to deal with this, but all I know for sure is they are not going to be able to contest this Lord. Kyrie trying to, of course, push in the far lane to create some pressure, but Descendants knows that already. And since there's no pressure at the Lord, but he is free to come and go at his will. Malcolm gonna get locked in by Sagittarius, but it should be quite fine. There is a Hylos. Alright, now this is the part where we're gonna get very difficult for Hydra to go in and defend. We're gonna see a blazing duet onto Descendants right here, makes him quite low. Gonna see a kill as well in Xenagogue. Backs off, Minoy Fury, a good one as well, but unfortunately we have the Tempest of Blades. It's gonna die off. Sagittarius with the hard guard manages to survive. They trying to defend. Malcolm gets stunned under the turret, and now it's 2 for 3, and Rei Zero, they back away. A happy team with all 3 inhibitors they've taken away. It's good enough for them. But yeah, guys, if you want some tips, I mean, like I said before, yeah, we're gonna see a split as well as the blazing duet gonna come through. Hylos, final slash onto 2. Glue gonna latch himself onto Sagittarius. Might see a kill by Kyrie on Ruler right there. And now Petrify gonna come through onto Xenagogue. He's panicking a bit here, misses his skill 2, but it's done. It's done. Tento gonna just end the game as everybody fighting for their lives. And Rei Zero takes the win. To be honest, I have a lot to say about this game, but the moderator did tell me no violence, so I'm just gonna keep myself from saying too much. Okay, if you guys wanna learn a couple of things, this is what these streams are good for, right? Apart from people competing against each other, having a reason to compete against each other, to practice and whatnot, is good for viewers to actually learn a few things, similar to watching a top global 1 player, for example. So over here you see the beauty of the draft pick. Alright, we have the Arlot. I mean, it did well here, but solely due to the fact of the hard guard coming in for him, which should have been solely for the Claude and the Ling, right? That's why they call it the Angela Ling combo. So yeah, I mean, sure, if Sagittarius was alone fighting, you sure go use the hard card, but when it's a team fight, you generally want to use it for that Ling or for the Claude. Anyways, like I said, a lot you ban out the Yuzong if you want to play him. Another hero, let's say Xborg. I know Xborg is quite popular in the Nigerian server. If you want to play him, you're gonna want to ban out the Valentina as well. Let's give another example. If you want to play, let's say, can't think of another one. Well, obviously Angela. If you want to play Angela, you ban out the Esmeralda. To be honest, I think Rei Zero had full confidence that they could win without the Esmeralda. But yeah, an option when you have these bans, you want to go for the Esmeralda. But anyways, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining us. If you part of teams that are competing in tournaments, just you need to go ahead and research those type of draft pick mechanics. All right, it's something that my team is also learning for in preparations for IASF. It's definitely handy, gonna come in handy. Anyways, I'm not sure. I think we have one more stream tomorrow. There'll be announcements later to just double check that, but yo, that's me, Doofenshmirtz, signing off for tonight. Good night. Thank you for joining. If you enjoyed the stream, subscribe, click the like button and the notification button, so you get notified on the next